Live.
We are here with Scott Presler. We had to grab him away because he's such a popular man tonight. He's being interviewed by everyone, but we really want to talk to him. He's one of the organizers of this party, and he's a great guy. And also, he's very big on Twitter. You might have heard of him there. What's your Twitter handle, by the way?
My Twitter handle, thank you for having me here today.
Sure.
It's at Scott Presler, ScottPresler.
Awesome. So, Scott, the first thing I want to ask you is, you're one of the organizers. What's this party all about?
Yes. Well, number one, this party is to celebrate Mr. Trump becoming the 45th president of the United States. We worked darn hard to make this happen. And secondly, this is the first ever historic LGBTQ and straight allies party that's celebrating an incoming Republican president. I'll say that again. First time LGBTQ and straight allies are celebrating a Republican. Who would have ever thought that would happen? Well, that's what we have here tonight.
So now some people out there might be saying like, because I hear like Donald Trump is intolerant and doesn't like certain ethnic groups and doesn't like gays, and yet you're having this party. What would you say to those people who would say like, how can you be having a party for this guy?
Sure. Well, number one, look at what Mr. Trump has done. He's had a whole bunch of firsts this election. He was the first in history to ever acknowledge the LGBTQ community during a Republican acceptance speech, and he got a standing ovation from the Republican audience, and he went off script to say thank you for standing up. It meant a lot to him to have that inclusiveness within the Republican Party. He even said that Caitlyn Jenner can use whatever bathroom that she wants to use. And that's something that, the Republican Party has had a little bit of diversity of thought on. And Mr. Trump, he's focusing on the biggest issues at hand, which are, national security, jobs. Those are the things that we are focusing on. And third, look at the people that Mr. Trump is putting in his cabinet. I've been watching the Senate confirmation hearings, which are fascinating if you guys haven't watched any of them. And Jeff Sessions, for example, who not only was a man that helped bankrupt the KKK in Alabama, which thank you, sir, for doing that. Number two, he said that he will uphold the laws in our Constitution, which means he will uphold gay marriage and my right to marry whoever I choose. So that's what I would say.
Now, I noticed there's so much press here tonight. We referred to it a little bit before, like a crazy amount of press.
Crazy.
Here. So how did that come to be? What do you think explains that?
I think it shows the nature of the diversity of people supporting Mr. Trump. Look at who is supporting him this election. We had everybody under the sun, blacks, Hispanics, gays, more women that I could even count supporting Mr. Trump. And so my message would be, don't listen to all of the media sources. You guys are okay. But don't listen to all the media sources who are telling you facts that aren't true. Go to a Trump rally. Go talk to a Trump person. Find out what's in our hearts, because we are true, decent, loving, caring people who want to put the American people first, regardless of your hair color, your skin color, your gender, your sexuality. I don't care. I want you to succeed, and I want America to come first. And so the press, they're like, oh my gosh, gays aren't supposed to be Republican, but look at this turnout tonight. We have a packed house, and we not only have gays, but we have Christians, and we have straight people who support the LGBTQ community, which to me is just so beautiful and emotional, I can't even describe it.
Now, Scott, I'm going to throw a question at you, you, and you haven't heard it, so
I'm ready.
So it's a bit of a difficult one, but I want to ask it.
Yes.
So our audience, our audience is a lot of our audience came to us supporting Trump. That's how they found us. So we have a lot of Trump supporters.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of very conservative people, a lot of religious people in our audience, and people who are conservative socially, value-wise.
Yes.
And there are a number of people in our audience who don't approve of the gay lifestyle.
Yes.
And we here at Right Side, we don't try to make up people's minds for them. We think Americans should be free to believe whatever they want, as long as they don't interfere with others' rights. But I want to ask you, so if somebody's watching this right now and they're like, like he seems like a nice guy, but I don't approve of the gay lifestyle, is there anything like
I have a message.
I'd like to ask if you have a message to those people.
Here's my message. I am not going to force you to believe something that you don't believe. I respect your religious freedom. You have the right to practice your religion, and if you don't agree with my lifestyle, that's fine. But you agree that I shouldn't be thrown off of a building to die, like Sharia law or like radical Islamic terror. So the common denominator that we have, people of faith, is I respect your religious freedom and you respect my right to life. And that's where we're going to come together. That's where we're going to bridge that gap. Because we are Americans. I want you to have safety and security. You want me to have safety and security. I'm not going to force you to believe something. That's not what I'm here to do.
Awesome, Scott. I'm so glad we got to talk to you. You're very well spoken, and
Thank you.
You're also a great party organizer, apparently, because this party is awesome.
Oh, no. Peter Boykin did the majority. So let me give a shout out to my boy Peter Boykin, who is right over here.
Oh, we'll need to talk to Peter in a second. I'm so excited. So great.
This was a lot of people who put this together. Mm-hmm. Also, Kat and also Robert. We couldn't have done it alone. This was a lot of love poured into this event, and it's evident from what's happening.
Wonderful. Well, this has been a great event, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And thank you so much for talking to us. And we look forward to the awesome party.
Definitely.
All right.